In January 2019, President Uhuru Kenyatta made Fred Matiangi the supervisor of all cabinet secretaries in the Republic of Kenya. That move by President Uhuru Kenyatta effectively made Fred Matiangi the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya, because the president was mad at his deputy who had refused to heed to the advice to stop early campaigns. So the president transferred the functions which were being performed by his deputy to Fred Matiangi. And while the president was doing this, his deputy was busy consolidating his bases, and he identified the Kisii region as one of the potential areas. Because in the last election, the deputy president realized that ODM party did not win any single seat for member of parliament. Kisii County has 9 members of parliament. ODM did not win. Nyamira County has 4. ODM did not win any seat in that region. So the deputy president then started embarking on a journey of winning the members of parliament from that region to his side. Remember, Jubilee Party only managed to win 2. The rest were actually previously either ODM party, but were rigged out, then jumped to friendlier parties. But in general, in Kisii, let me just give you a very interesting statistics. In Kisii region, we have 2 counties, that's Kisii and Nyamira. In 2019, the registered votes in Kisii region were actually 546,000. And that's why the deputy president is interested. That's Kisii alone. In Nyamira, the registered voters in the last elections were actually 278,000 voters. That's almost 800,000 registered voters in the 2 counties. Apart from that, the 2 counties Nyamira has 9 members of parliament. Kisii has 9 members of parliament. Nyamira has 4. That's 13. So that's very lucrative for any politician. So the deputy president embarked on consolidating that region. And while he was doing that, the president had just made Fred Matiangi the prime minister, which means Fred Matiangi then became the senior-most government official from that region. You can also effectively say that the Kisii people now viewed Fred Matiangi as their political leader from that region. But the deputy president was focused on winning the hearts of the people of Kisii region. So, from that point up to now, we've witnessed a cold war between Fred Matiangi and the deputy president William Ruto. In fact, Fred Matiangi has been the punching bag for the allies of the deputy president William Ruto, because they believe that it's Matiangi who made the president to fire his deputy. Not really fire, but because the deputy president currently doesn't have any function he's performing. And Matiangi is now very powerful, supervising all cabinet secretaries. So Fred Matiangi became an enemy. And on 20th this month, the entire country will be in Kisii. The Kisii County will host the Mashujaa Day. And remember, in one of my previous videos, I opined that the deputy president has been trying to go to Kisii County just to prepare the ground and make the ground hostile in case the president would be going there. And over the weekend, Fred Matiangi went to Kisii County kutengeneza ground. He was in Kisii County and Nyamira County kutengeneza ground, and the reception were actually very good for Fred Matiangi.
Tafadhali nawaomba tuungane tu pamoja, tuwe pamoja. Wacha hii mambo mengine mengi, hatutaki kwenda ile tulienda wakati ule mwingine 2007. Sisi tulipoteza watu wengi. Kila siku tunataka amani. We want peace. Tafadhali tukae pamoja. Vijana wetu tuko na shida. Serikali imeweka kila mbinu kutafuta namna ya kuweka sisi pamoja na kusaidia wananchi wetu. Wale vijana wetu ambao wanajaribu kutafuta kazi, wengine tunawasaidia kupata pesa kidogo kuanzisha biashara, tufanye kazi, tutafute njia ya kusuluhisha shida zetu tukiwa sisi wote pamoja.
Now that's Fred Okengo Matiangi in Kisii, which means Fred Okengo Matiangi is now outside there because he's the senior most political leader from Kisii. William Ruto charm offensive to the region was actually paying off. If the president were to go to Kisii today, and instead of being received well, the president is embarrassed, who will get the blame? Fred Okengo Matiangi. So last weekend, Fred Matiangi was in Kisii County just to try to consolidate the support for President Uhuru Kenyatta to prepare the ground. And in my view, Fred Okengo Matiangi is very busy trying to kick out his deputy, William Ruto. And let me, before I forget, in that statistic I was telling you, some figures were very interesting, and that's why the deputy president is very keen on Kisii. Let me just proceed with the figures. In 2013, Raila Odinga got 68% of the votes in Kisii County. That's 236,000. Uhuru Kenyatta got 27%. That's 95,000. In 2017, Uhuru Kenyatta's figures shot to 43% from 27. And then Raila's figures reduced from 68% to 55%. Basically, Raila got 224,000 votes. In 2013, he got 236, which means even the number of votes he got in 2013 were higher than the ones he got in 2017. That tells you one thing, that kulikuwa na ukora kangine in the Gusii region. And that's why even the ODM party, despite the fact that they won the gubernatorial seat, they won the MP seats, they won the gubernatorial seat, the Senate, the women rep in Kisii, majority of members of the county assemblies, but still the figures reduced, which means Jubilee Party realized that Kisii was a potential area where they could penetrate. If not, then they used their algorithm to deny the ODM party the outright win. Because Raila Odinga and his allies had believed that Kisii region was going to be ODM stronghold. And that's why the deputy president has embarked in Kisii. But again, the deputy president charm offensive in Kisii will only succeed if Fred Okengo Matiangi is going to allow him. So Fred Matiangi last weekend went to Kisii and is trying to stop the deputy president through some of these strategies. Number one, Fred Matiangi is currently doing charm offensive. He's on a charm offensive on the allies of the deputy president. Before Fred Okengo Matiangi was made the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya in quotes, the deputy president had managed to win 11 members of parliament. Only 3 were not with him. Not even 3, only 2 were not with him. As at today, I think the maximum number of MPs from Kisii who are still with the deputy president are 3 or 4. There is Mose, then there is Osoro, there is, I think there are 3 or 4, not more than those. So which means Fred Okengo Matiangi charm offensive is actually working, because the deputy president had hoped on using the members of parliament. So that's the first strategy which Fred Okengo Matiangi is using. And remember, even over the weekend, he was still appealing to those members of parliament from the region who feels that he has offended them to come to him so that they can work together. So that charm offensive is actually working, because today the deputy president can only brag of 2 members of parliament. It's just like what is happening in Nairobi. In Nairobi, Jaguar has left, and I'm told KJ is also leaving. So once that will happen, then it means the deputy president will now find other avenues of entering Kisii other than through members of parliament. So that's number one. Number two, Fred Matiangi is also using direct engagement. One of the accusations against Fred Matiangi in the region is that he doesn't engage the locals directly. We saw Fred Okengo Matiangi going to Kisii, attending harambes, going direct to the people in markets, addressing the issues, talking to them in their language, mother tongue. So basically what Fred Okengo Matiangi is doing, that's called direct engagement. He's now engaging the voters and the people of Kisii using their own language. I don't know, I don't understand Kisii. And although my immediate follower is married to a lady from Kisii, but still I don't understand Kisii. But one thing I know for sure is that direct engagement is very positive for Fred Okengo Matiangi. I had expected that Fred Okengo Matiangi was going to be chased from Kisii. From the videos and from the photos which I've seen from that event, from his tour over the weekend, I think Fred Okengo Matiangi is the king of Kisii. Because I don't think he used money to mobilize. Because again, as he was doing that, the allies, the 3 allies or 4 allies of the deputy president were actually busy also going around the county. And remember, even the event, the Mashujaa Day in Kisii, the government has issued a directive that only those who will be invited will be allowed in. I don't know the intelligence they got, but the fact of the matter is that Fred Okengo Matiangi is now directly engaging the residents. Whether it's going to work is something I don't know. Number 3, the third thing I also noticed is the fact that Fred Matiangi is now trying to appeal to the emotions of the people of the region. He's the senior most political leader from the region. In fact, it is alleged that Fred Okengo Matiangi stands a high chance of being supported by both President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga as the next presidential candidate in the Republic of Kenya. And even if that will not happen, Fred Okengo Matiangi will do everything possible within his powers to ensure that the deputy president is locked out of the presidency. Because if Ruto will become the president of the Republic of Kenya, I don't know where Fred Matiangi ataweka kichwa yake. I don't know where his friend Karanja Kibicho will put their heads. So they'll do everything possible to lock out the deputy president. So Fred Matiangi was trying to appeal to the emotions of the people of Kisii region. He talked about PEV, the post-election violence in 2017. Kisii were actually affected the most. And you know, Kisiis have settled across the country. Apart from the 800,000 Kisiis in Kisii County and Nyamira, we have Kisiis spread across the country. You go to Uasin Gishu, you find them. You go to Nairobi, they even have a constituency they control today. You go anywhere, you go to Kajiado, there are Kisiis there. There are areas, actually, they even control who becomes elected as an MCA. So Kisiis are all over. So Fred Matiangi was trying to remind them that they should not allow themselves to go back to the post-election violence so that their people will be chased to come back, just talking about unity of the country. But Tanga misinterpreted that to mean that Fred Matiangi was invoking the post-election violence because you remember, along the border, the Borabu border and Kisii, that was an epicenter of violence in 2007. Number 4, lastly, I think Fred Matiangi is also trying to stamp his authority as the senior-most leader from that region. Probably he was asked why he's allowing these people to just roam freely without any problem. Fred Matiangi was appointed as the supervisor of all cabinet secretaries. President Uhuru Kenyatta has given Fred Matiangi all the powers he needs. But how comes Fred Matiangi cannot take charge of Kisii? No reason. So Fred Matiangi is now outside there to take control of the politics in that region. He's actually trying to stamp his authority as the senior-most politician or senior-most government official from that region. I don't know what you think, but let us wait and see how things are going to unfold let us wait and see how things are going to unfold. Because on 20th, what we will witness in Kisii is actually going to determine the next general election. We are in 2020. The other Mashujaa Day will be on 20th October 2021. By that time, this country will actually be on an electioneering mode. So the Mashujaa Day in Kisii is going to determine the politics of 2022, how it's going to unfold. Let us wait and see how everything is going to unfold. Tomorrow, I'll be in Nairobi not tomorrow. I'm doing this video at night. So which means today, Tuesday. Until that time, please, may you have a good day. Bye-bye.